So kind of weaving everything together, we've, bringing all these different elements together. I'm going to talk about different areas of life and sort of how I see it all working together in your chart.
Yeah.
Um, with the first being just interpersonal challenges. So, and some of what I'm going to say is going to repeat in a lot of different ways with just different variations, how it could show up at this part of life or at that other part of life. So the first one here is really thinking it's your job to correct others, which is the distortion of the 1858. Trying to correct others so they can meet your needs. You know, you want them to change, and really, what it's about is if they change, if they are corrected, so to
Mhm.
speak, they can then better meet your needs. But if they don't, there can be an inclination to break that bond and cutting them out.
Right.
This is going to be a big thing with you with having a third line profile and having gate 49 and an open solar plexus, like one of the big traps here, especially because gate 49 is your personality earth.
Yeah.
So the third line is designed to make and break bonds.
Mhm.
However, that making and breaking of bonds is not necessarily as absolute as it sounds. So, for example, you could be married for life as a third line. That's not impossible. But
Mhm.
what you're going to need is you're going to need some space, you
Mhm.
know. Um, the other thing that I see is third lines often give up, and this is interesting in your case because you've got this fear motivation, which is about learning. They can often give up on a field of study before they've really got it. Like I've met a lot of third lines in the human design experiment, some of which were my teachers,
Mhm.
and then they checked out and they kind of gave up on human design. But it was really clear to me that, well, but you didn't ever understand this.
Right.
They didn't hang in there. So especially with you, it's
Mhm.
about getting down to the bottom of things. So you're both on in a certain way. It's almost like you're a first line profile and a third line because you're going to get down to the bottom of things and investigate,
Yeah.
and you're going to just jump in and experiment with things as the third line does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all that's about learning, and that's all great.
Mhm.
And if you get, caught up in needs, your learning is going to get half baked.
Yeah.
Or if you, um, you know, become overwhelmed by other people's emotions, your relationships are going to get cut off prematurely. You know, this is too uncomfortable. I can't hang in there anymore. And then you
Mhm.
just pull the plug and it's regrettable. And then you feel the shame, you
Yeah.
know?
That is so
So
true. Yes.